Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I am Autumn and I am back with another video. Here to talk about, yeah, you guessed it, more anime. So let's start this. So in my last video, or not the last video, but one of my previous videos, I talked about why black people should watch anime and, you know, how to get started into anime and like which genres are there. And I got a few questions of like, okay, well now that we know all the basics, where do we start? Where should we begin? So this is me giving you 5 recommendations of anime that you should start with for beginners. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 5 recommendations for anime to watch if you are beginning. Now no, I'm not going to recommend Naruto or Dragon Ball Z or One Piece because those are commitment pieces. And you're new at this. I'm not going to expect you to want to dive right in. So I'm gonna give you guys some really quick, easy ones to get into, just to get a feel of like what anime you like. There are a bunch of genres, so I tried to pick from pretty much most of the more popular genres, but here are my recommendations, and they are in no particular order. I just took a few notes on like what intrigued me about them and what I would put on the paper. Let me stop rambling and, you know, let me get my notes. So recommendation number 1 would be Full Metal Alchemist. And I mean Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Both of them together, watch them both. It's necessary. And the reason why I picked these two, or this series, is that it's not super short, but it's short enough that you can get it done. It's a classic, and on top of that, I think majority, if not all of it, is dubbed in English. So I wouldn't expect someone just getting into anime to want to read subtitles right off the back. So the show's very suspenseful. There's a lot of, you know, oh, gasp, you know, in it. So that's why I picked it. That's why it's on my list. It's not, if you don't want to start there, you don't have to, but I think that it's a good starting place for what other anime is out there. It's a really good starting place. Number 2 is Erased. So at first when I saw this, I was like, oh, this looks so boring. But then I got into it and I was like, wow, this feels like I'm watching an episode of Criminal Minds or something. It's a thriller, mystery, and it's also an English dub. If you do end up liking the series, that is pretty short. I think it's like 1 season, it's like 8 or 9 episodes. If you do end up liking the season, they do have a live action movie adaptation that is spot on, which is really hard to do because a lot of people make movies and they're not spot on. You know how Netflix be doing, they be tripping. So yes, this one is a good recommendation. Also, like I said, the suspense makes you feel like you're watching Criminal Minds or some type of like true crime thing. You have to like really think about like, okay, well then who is the culprit? So yeah, very, very good recommendation. I'd go for Erased. It's really good. Plus, the opening soundtrack song is from another one from Naruto, and I immediately noticed it and was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a great series. Number 3 is My Hero Academia. Or Boku no Hero Academia. This is on my list for a few reasons, but mostly because it's really popular. And because it's really popular, it comes with the community aspect. You have more people that you can talk to about this than you would Full Metal Alchemist or Erased. Some of it is in dub, but some of it is in sub because it is still going on, and the time that it takes them to dub over a show is just, yeah, America's really slow. So if you don't mind reading like the second half of what's currently out, go for it. It's got great plot. There's a lot of good fighting scenes. There's some touchy moments, but it's definitely up there higher in the recommends for the newer stuff that has come out within the last like 5 to 6 years.
What's up?
Number 4 is Youre in April. So my disclaimer for this one is please make sure you have a box of Kleenex with you, because this show, whew. But the opening theme song to this show is so good. Like, I can just listen to it by itself and be happy. It's very, very tear jerky. Like, you know, don't think you're not gonna cry, you're gonna cry. Also, there's a great plot, really great plot. And if you watched my previous video on the different genres, which will be up at the top over here, I mentioned that there are some anime that are like really good. They have really good sceneries, like very beautiful scenery. This is one of those anime that has such a beautiful scenery, beautiful like layout. It just looks very pretty on screen, which I think kind of ties into why it's such a tearjerker. But I recommend this one. It's really good for those of you that like I guess romance and tears. Yeah, it's really good for us. And then my last recommendation is Haikyuu. I'm not a volleyball person. I've seen a few matches in high school and everything, and I was never truly interested, but this show got me into volleyball. Man, it is one of those tear jerkers. It's good with the like action because it's technically action because of the whole volleyball thing. And then on top of that, it's got that scenery and that good plot. It's just the perfect mix, a little bit of everything. If you are into K-pop, my cute little babies TXT did a video that kind of hinted at this specific show, and it was great. So, you know, kind of bridging the gap there. But this one's really good for those of you that like sports. There are a few other sports related anime, but I haven't seen all of them. This one for sure is the one that stuck out to me the most and that I liked the most. So out of these 5 recommended ones, which ones do you guys recommend? For those of you that have watched a lot of anime, out of the 5, which one is the number one that you would ask or you would tell your friends to watch? So I just want to put another disclaimer out there that you don't have to watch my recommendations, but if you're getting into anime, I feel like the 5 that I recommended are really good for smoothing your way in. I would never really tell somebody to start with Naruto or One Piece or any of those really, really big, long, super long ones, because there's a lot of filler. There's a lot of slow parts, and I definitely wouldn't get you started in an anime that takes too long to pick up. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But this is definitely the 5 that I think that would really get you into it. If you guys have any other recommendations for the newbies down below, put them in the comments right down there, other than that, thank you for watching. If you can, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. It helps me out, and I will be back next week with another video. So bye. Oh my god. This one time I told my friend to start Naruto and she got through like the first 50 episodes and she was like, Autumn, this is boring. And I was like, oh no. So I learned my lesson from telling people to start with Naruto. You gotta be dedicated to like something as long as Naruto, especially like something as long as One Piece. You gotta be a novice. No, you gotta be an expert. I'ma go. I'ma go. Bye.